He'll be back. There it goes.
Young Stu Diggle on the block.
Looks like we're streaming live.
Still got the HD
Haven't
on.
seen it pop up
Yes,
yet,
man.
So what?
It says HD by your name.
Stop playing.
Hide that. No, I'm serious though. You got HD mark on your
We all do, it looks like.
on your gym. Oh, for real?
Does anybody have the live stream up to see if it's actually streaming?
I could check it. Can you post the link actually?
It's there on Facebook.
Team.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Yeah, it says it's starting soon.
It says it's starting soon.
It looks like it's live, guys. It looks like it is live.
And you know what? I had a nap earlier.
All right, everybody. So we are live. It looks like I posted the actual live stream in the Facebook chat.
Still says it's starting soon for me, but it's more than it was saying before. So
Here it is. Bam! Check it out. There's. Bam!
you
Check
see
it? It looks like it's good to me. What you guys think?
It still says starting soon on mine.
On the
Yeah,
on the one I just sent you guys in the chat?
Oh, I didn't know you sent another one up there.
Yeah. Looks like it started a new one.
Yeah, dog.
No,
Oh,
I
yeah,
see
there
it.
it
It's
goes.
live.
Yeah.
It's live?
Alright, hold on. Let me post this one real quick.
If you are tuning in, please bear with us. We're trying to get all this situated.
Oh.
I'm watching. If you see that one watching now.
Yeah, it says live.
Make sure that you guys mute that video that you're watching. We're gonna get this.
Back
Yeah, mine is muted. Yeah.
That's what he said.
What'd you say?
Daryl.
What happened?
Daryl to back up. It said keep about to eat the screen.
Huh?
Anyway, since we're all set up now, guys, I guess we can go ahead and get it started. Thank you for joining our very first live attempt at Teckmo Timeout. We know we're a little late here. You know, we're not on CP time. We were having technical issues. We really appreciate you guys staying with us, coming through, watching a video of a award show and our first talk about the Super Bowl that's coming up. Anyway, you guys know who I am. I'm your host, Jay Jones. Let's go ahead and go through this introduction situation here. We got on your far left, we have Daryl. What's going on, D?
What up? What up?
Right next
Going
to
on?
him, coming to on the heading to your right side, we got Jason Jones, fam. What's going on, Jay? Moving on down the line, we got the commissioner, Matthew Thompson. And of course, you guys know who Stuart Augustus is. We don't have to talk about him anymore. So, since Stu's here, let's go get a Stu song in there. The official Louisiana Augustus theme song.
Y'all are cold, man. Just call me the Woody Page of Teckmo.
All right. So let's go ahead and get to the get to the meat of the situation. Pause that. Matthew, what's up with these awards, man? Everybody waiting to hear. Everyone sent their votes in. They want to see who got what. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah, definitely appreciate everybody sending their votes in. got good participation this year. A lot of interest in the awards. So we're gonna go ahead and kick it off. First of all, we had the best division in Teckmo inaugural season, and almost by a landslide, the AFC East. Mike Mansoray, Jason Jones, Harold Stevens, Donzel Johnson, were able to bring that home. What y'all think about that?
I mean, that's good. I'm excited about that.
I mean, it's always an honor to have to be known as the best. I mean, I can't be upset about it. They had 3 teams that are over 500. The Patriots went 13-3. Black Mike went 12-4. The Dolphins went 9-7, and Jets, even though they went 7-9, it was a respectable 7-9. I mean, hey, he beat some really good teams. I mean, I'm not sure a lot of teams can go 7-9 in that division. But yeah, I mean, I think it was pretty good. I think all the other divisions are pretty lopsided and top heavy. So I mean, I think we did good in that.
I appreciate the love, man. We definitely try and build from this first season. Hopefully, we can have a better season next season.
Absolutely.
That division was definitely crazy. I had an eye out on that division from the get-go. I mean, just the fact that I picked the Jets to take it in year 1. Just the fact that he was in 4th place. That tells you how crazy that division was. So that's definitely going to be a crazy division throughout Teckmo 16. I can already see that.
Absolutely.
That's what I think about that division.
Hey, Stu.
As long as I beat Jason, that's all that matters. I went 1-4, 1-3.
Texas dead every single time now. You hear that?
Dead. Y'all notice that Stu always lounges on Teckmo Timeout. We gotta go and get Stu like a certain area to set up. Can you at least have a semi-professional setup, Stu?
Hey man, I'm chilling on my couch.
I mean, I don't know, man. The commission
I got the tiger picture behind me.
All right. I mean, that's not. See, I mean, the commission got a fresh fade for Teckmo Timeout.
The Green Bay football beside me.
I mean,
I'm good.
I mean, Green Bay should even be in your room right now because you're supposed to be a coach of the Houston Texans. Maybe we should talk to the fan base about that. See what they feel about that.
That's some Wisconsin cheese, dog. That ain't a football. What's that?
Just a bunch of hate.
Anyway, Matt, what's next? What do we got?
Well, just first of all, shout out also to the AFC West. They got quite a few votes too. I'm looking for big things from that division next year too. Dill really surprised kind of everybody this year making it to the Super Bowl. I mean, I know he's Dylan, but he didn't have the greatest year, and definitely wasn't expecting him to make that run. So him and Charles and them boys over there, it's going to be a real interesting division for next year. So they came in second. Moving on though to the worst division. Stu Digger, can you have any guess as to what that worst division might have been?
Stu, the spokesperson, yeah.
I mean, Stu is here for the. I mean.
Hey man, we struggled, man. That's all I can say. I was trying to figure out what my team was gonna do, what direction we were going, but I mean, we turned it around and we made an 8-8 season out of it. So I mean, made the playoffs and scared Black Mike. So hey, I don't think it's a total loss.
You know what? To Stu's credit, that was probably one of the best games I've seen all year. I mean,
that was big. Yeah.
You had Mike sweating bullets to the last second, and you had your chances to beat him. And I doubt he ever sleeps on you again, Stu. And so, I mean, for that, I think that shows teams what you could do. Even though you only went 8-8 and won the division.
I had to do it with a backup quarterback too, because he knocked out my starting quarterback. So.
Okay, now it sounds like excuses.
Right.
All right.
I am hearing contingencies.
Hey, man.
I mean, technically, if I didn't have my backup, things would have been different.
I get you props. You did a good job.
No, you did. You did play excellent.
Appreciate the love.
Somebody is asking in the chat, Stu, about your couch. I'm not going to put his name out there, but he said your couch wasn't made in the last 20 years.
Hey, stop.
So
he said one of those basically.
Oh no.
Oh man.
He said one of those, dude. You might have to reply to him. You might have to talk to him private about
Why is this hate on Stu? What is up with this?
I don't know, Stu. He does see floor arrangements, so those are like grandma's couch.
Couch on the back, yeah.
But anyway,
All right, let's move on. The number 3 question was the surprise team in Teckmo this year. We actually had quite a few that got votes, but hands down, the man won his last 13 games, took the number 1 seed in the AFC. Aaron Diggs took home the surprise team of the year. I know I was definitely shocked. I was not expecting Aaron to have that kind of success. Especially in year 1, because that team was not nice. So for him to have that kind of success with a, kind of a bad team, kind of, leads to the future might being bright up there in Cleveland. So definitely shout out to Diggs.
yeah, that was a surprise to me, man. I mean, Diggs was in our division last year, and he didn't show any signs of that kind of flash. But I mean, this year it looks like he went on a roll and kept moving. I mean, that division is hard to take from Raven. Raven has a style of play. Or Steve, I'm sorry, has a style of play that is hard to stop, and he was able to not only stop it, but he was able to beat him in that division, and I think that's something that's a testament to him adapting to this new game, and I gotta respect it.
I thought Navi was going to win that one. Props.
Navi did come in second. He got quite a few votes as well, but overwhelmingly it was Diggs.
Yeah, he deserves that, man. He definitely did.
I mean, we picked him. He was projected to go last, and he ended up,
the number 1 overall in the AFC. That's crazy. Not just winning the division, but number 1 seed is wild.
Yeah.
Navi's had success before, so I mean, while it was a surprise that he had it, because he kind of had been in the lull, but he has had success before. But Diggs so far hadn't had that kind of success. So he gave Dylan everything he wanted in the playoffs. Really, from what I gather, he should have won that game. So the future's bright up there in Cleveland.
Keep it up, man. Keep it up.
Definitely keep it up. The league is recognizing your
Shout out to Diggs.
your play. So that's something that you should be proud of. All right, Matt, what's next?
So on the flip side of that, we have the negative surprise teams we thought were going to be, a little higher on the totem pole and didn't have the greatest year 1. So we actually had a three-way tie, between the Jets, the Rams, and the Chiefs. So, you guys could look at that as a negative or a positive. The fact that, we all expected you guys to do a whole lot better in that year 1. You can roll that into success for the future. Jason, how you feel about that, man?
You know what I'm saying? I got things to work on. I definitely agree with that. Hopefully we can.
We'll clap on that. We're clapping in respect.
Hey man,
that wasn't me. That definitely wasn't me. Ask Stu about that.
Hey man.
I respect them. I appreciate everybody who voted. I'm gonna try to do better next season, and we're gonna do our thing. Mark, I'm rooting for you, dog.
Mark had a tough season, man. Mark had a really tough season, and there's one of those things where sometimes you get into that lull and you can't get your team out of that hole, and it becomes within every game. It's a situation where you're struggling, you get down early, you're trying to fight back. I mean, that happened to my team practically every game starting out this season, where I felt as if it was something that I was, climbing uphill, and it's hard to get over those humps sometimes. But Matt, we know is a player who's dangerous. Regardless of that,
all I know is I averaged like 38 points a game, and when I went to St. Louis, I scored 7 and caught an L. So I don't really want to hear, I don't want no tears from Mark right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so you're saying Mark cashed in. So Mark cashed in against the Bears. That's cool. That's fine. No, I mean, but to me that shows that Mark had that ability to beat any team in this league. He just was getting bad bounces. Wasn't able to finish off games, and that's part of the sport that we are playing. You have good teams that sometimes can't get it done. But hey, he has a high draft pick this year. He has a chance to rebuild his team in a way that he's able to see where the holes were in his offense or his defense. And who knows, next year, he might turn that around completely, especially considering the fact that we know what he can do when he has a team that's good.
Sheldon to the Rams? You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, it's not the time and place to be soliciting players.
Jets? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? These are things I want to see.
Also, Kyle, you know what I'm saying? I think that trade at the beginning of the year kind of hurt Kyle. Took away his identity without having Jay Charles. So it's gonna be interesting to see what he does going forward. Because he's normally one of the top dogs in the AFC. So you know we definitely look forward to him doing much better as well in year 2.
Yeah, shout out to Kyle too, man. Keep your head up, bruh.
Definitely.
We in there together. You know what I'm saying? Stay strong.
One of those weird awards where it's still respect because players expect it more from you. And so it's one of the things you gotta take it and realize that hey, people want to see more out of you, and that should be motivation to live up to that. So that's a good thing.
No doubt. So moving on, the 5th award was for the best GM, the person who made the moves to bring their team from put the best product on the field with what they had to work with, and ended up being a tie actually between Donzel and myself. Patriots and the Bears had the best GMs, so I definitely appreciate that. It was a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? The squad was 72 coming into the year, so I wasn't expecting a whole lot, and we were able to get the boys up to 83. I think a 11-5 record, and able to make the playoffs. So we appreciate that. Donzel got a lot of love for that. Jamal Charles trade, a lot of people don't even know how that went down. 3-team trade, so shout out to him. It worked out for him. Probably if he hadn't played a back-to-back against Dylan, he probably would have been, playing in a little while to try to play for the Super Bowl, but it didn't work out that way. So it's always next year.
So Matt,
Matt should have won that hands down, man. I'm sorry.
Matt, how many teams did you pay off to get them votes? It was, I mean, I'm just wondering. So I'm just wondering. That's all. Because I wasn't offered any money, so no high draft picks. Yeah. But no, honestly, that was. I think that the league did a good job in picking those guys. You did have a tough start coming out, and you kind of built that team into a powerhouse in the NFC. And we all saw what Donzel did. Even though Donzel had a pretty good team to begin with, I mean, let's not act like Donzel had to build his team. I mean, that was a good trade to get Jamal Charles, but I mean, his team was already stacked.
I think the Bears won that to me hands down. No shade to Donzel, man. He did his thing, but I don't know.
I personally don't see how Donzel should be in the discussion when he had a stacked team. But, I could get that to Matt all the way because he did take the worst team, one of the worst, and turn them into a contending team for the year. So can't hate on that.
Not at all.
Appreciate that, fellas. Appreciate that. So on the flip side of that, we have the worst GM, and almost by a landslide, Mr. Simone. I guess the league didn't think he did a good job with what he had.
I mean, the crowd is excited to hear that. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why y'all gonna laugh at my man Demise like that. You're gonna put down Simone.
I mean, nobody else got more than 1 vote, and Rob got 10 votes. So,
wow.
Just to let you know how the
Sorry, Rob.
Does that set a record for votes? I mean, I've never seen anyone get 10 votes for anything.
The only other one was number 9, which we'll get to soon. But other than that, yeah, he definitely had the most votes ever, pretty much. Yeah.
Step it up, Rob. You know what I'm saying? Bring him back next year.
I won't talk trash to Rob. He's in my division, but
maybe.
Oh no!
Lane Johnston. He came to the Jets. He should have came.
I heard Kendricks was leaving. That looked like a good trade. Rob was able to get a first and a fifth.
Chris, he better go anywhere near Chris' team.
Nah, he ended up trading him to
first, fifth, and a player.
To Mike, right? Yeah, to Mike, I think. First, a fifth, and a player. So
what? Hold on.
Rick
what?
None of that. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing that.
That's what the rumor mill. That's what I heard on the rumor.
Hold on. What's the rumor? Hold on. Say that again. Hold on. Say that again. Michael Kendricks is worth a first, 2 players.
No, a first, a fifth, and a player.
For Michael Kendricks.
That's the rumor I heard. I don't nothing set, but that's the rumor that I heard. That's what he was going for. So
you know what? We should make this You know what? We should make this the Robert Simone Award because he's gonna own it every year in Teckmo.
Oh no, so we're gonna name it after him, dog.
Let's name it after him.
Oh man.
You know Rob takes names, so you know you just beware of this that you're saying
Oh,
these
it's
things
all
now.
good.
All right, that's fine. That's fine.
The first ever named award. Let's give it to him.
No, Jim, we can't trade yet, but people are making trade offers now for the draft. So you know what's going to happen.
All right.
People trying to get their teams in good position.
Yeah, there's plenty of time for that coming up, man. I think after tomorrow is gonna be, you know, what I mean, wide open. Trade season is back on. Y'all hit me up, but you know, we can get into that later. Next is the squad that everybody is the squads that everybody is looking for next year to be on the come up. It's actually a lot of teams that we're able to get. You know, a lot of people are looking for. Two here actually three here in the committee. Redskins, the Bears, and the Jets. People think may do big things next year. Also getting a lot of votes is the Chargers got a lot of votes, but you know they're in the Super Bowl, so I guess they can't really be on this list. And the Raiders, the Broncos, and the Bengals also receiving votes.
I mean, I want to first, you know, throw some love at my supporters. You know, I didn't think I had a lot of people in my corner. You know, Redskins fight on their own. You know, man, we got a lot of hate over here. You know, Stu Digger. But we're trying to grow as a team. We got a season next year to kind of get into things, and it was a pretty tough first year. But I think we ended out pretty well. But I appreciate the love, everybody. You know, we're gonna try to make it happen next year. We'll see what happens.
Out of that list, though,
Yeah,
true, I'm definitely looking for the Skins and the Jets. Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate the love. Yeah, I'm trying to let you.
I think Jackson's gonna come up too. I'm looking forward to see what he's gonna do. He traded AJ Green away, which I wouldn't have done, but I think he's looking forward to doing some things this season. So
I also traded away his quarterback too, right?
He still got Andy Dalton.
So Andy Dalton's still on the team. Okay.
Yeah.
Also,
we'll
Charles, man, like Charles didn't get the surprise player, but Charles definitely came into the league and made some noise. Like, you know, things had fallen a little bit differently. Dylan, who's in the Super Bowl, wouldn't have even made it if things could have fell. Like, I remember that second game between Charles and Dylan. I remember interception that Charles got, and then he ended up giving the ball back on a penalty. I think he thought the penalty was on him instead of, I don't know, but like that game definitely could have been won by him, and then he would have been in the playoffs instead of Dylan. So he might do big things, depending on how that team goes, because everybody could retire.
Young,
yeah.
You need to get that team younger.
Yeah, it's gonna start with the quarterback. Cause Peyton about to retire. So we'll see.
So
be very interesting.
There's also, on the flip side, there's a few teams that, you know, may have done pretty decent this year that people think are gonna bomb as far as next year is concerned. I mean, people think that the Cowboys and the Falcons are gonna come back to earth next year. Apparently, they
I agree with that. I agree with that.
No, I think the Falcons gonna stay strong though. For real, that's what I think. I think Cowboys might go 10-6 next season. We'll see though, but I really think Nav is gonna keep it up. I really think so.
Did Daryl say the Cowboys are gonna go 10-6 next season?
That's my prediction for their record next season. 10-6.
Man,
Shut up, Daryl.
Shut it up.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Well, he did.
Is Rob drafting this year or not? You know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
Rob doesn't believe in the
draft. I think that would tell if Rob will do decent. I think he has to get some young guy.
Rob's draft is free agency. That's how he gets his players. He doesn't draft anybody.
How much money he got in the cap?
Right. Somebody check Rob's cap numbers next year. See if he can afford anybody.
Let me see if I can.
Right now he got I think he got 30, a little bit over 30 million right now in cap.
All right. See,
Hey,
That's a 4 or 5 overpaid
hey,
players.
Rob,
I
make
like
a move,
that.
son.
Go ahead, make
he
moves,
got
Rob.
he got
Yeah.
31.7 mil. You know what I'm saying? I see you, bro.
Yeah.
We'll have to see. The NFC East should be interesting next year. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, having played Navi, I don't see him having a sharp fall off. He may, depending on who he plays in the season, he may have a few more losses. But I mean, he definitely's got a quality team, so I'm looking for Navi to keep it going. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm proud of him over here. You know what I'm saying? He did big things.
Ross
Pause.
made a post and said 32 mils. I mean, I'm not sure what that means.
All right.
Is that his cap space?
long as he say, long as he say 80 mil.
Hey,
You know what? I'm gonna go
I
out.
mean, Ross said it's on sale. So I mean, he dropped the price a little bit, 32 mil, not 80 mil.
I'm gonna go out on. I'm gonna go out way out of left field, and I'm gonna say Mike Gonzalez is gonna be a player reaching for the playoffs next year.
hey, Mike Ballin, son.
What does
Mike did
reaching
some
for the
good
playoffs
things.
mean, Stu?
That means he's gonna get close. He's gonna be in the discussion.
So how many wins?
Like
is that?
8 and 8
Is that
or
8 wins?
10 and 6.
Is that 6
I'm
wins?
gonna say 8-8. He's gonna go 8-8 next season.
If Diggs continued to ball like he did, and then you got Steve that's going to continue to, play well, I don't see him being better than the number 3 in that division yet.
He's in a tough
That's my
division. Come on. I mean, he has Diggs,
He
he has
is.
Steve,
He is.
and he has Justin in his division. I mean,
But I mean, you got to look at too. He did turn things around because I mean, he's the only person that has lost every game in the season. So I mean, he did come up. So I can't.
He did do better. He did do better.
And he
Give him
shocked
that.
some people this year too. So I think he's gonna.
Steve said you tripping, son. You know what I'm saying? Steve said you wilding out right now.
This is interesting, man. As far as rosters are concerned,
Everybody says I'm drunk.
the AFC North has the strongest rosters. Ravens at 92, Bengals at 87, Browns at 87, and Steelers at 87.
the Browns are 87.
That's what it says up here.
What did the Browns start out with? They were not 87s
Man.
at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, they were like high 70, I think, around 80.
So Diggs is making moves like that.
Yeah,
I
Diggs
see
should have been on
Diggs.
that best GM
Yeah.
list, son. Apparently.
We got
Yeah.
we got
saying-
to man some more love. Then I mean that's incredible. That's a strong division, team wise. Then that's going to be a hard division to be facing. I'm not sure who plays them next season, but it'll be
I
interesting.
think if anybody's going to come up, it's definitely going to be Justin, man. I think Justin's going to be the guy that might surprise people next year.
I can see that.
I mean, he's got the skills. I just got to see what he does with that team. Like the AJ Green trade, I didn't really understand it. So it's just, I don't know what his vision is. So we just got to see what he puts together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Dude, did Justin beat you this year? I know you guys had a tough game. I don't recall the details.
Well, we played earlier, and
That's not what we
he definitely he won, and I mean he played good. I think the score was 45-20. I mean,
So he whipped you then. So he destroyed your squad.
Well, he took you to the backyard.
He said he took us to the backwoods of Louisiana. Oh no.
That was a terrible game from the start, from beginning to end. It just was not happening. My team they should have stayed in the locker room and never even came out. But shout out to Justin. He definitely turned things around at the end of the season. But
Yeah, he did. It'll be interesting, man.
Gotta
It'll
move
definitely
on,
be interesting.
son.
Yeah, let's move on. We're running out of time here. I'm sorry about that. What we got?
I mean, this is of course the easiest award, the best player. Even though with how the playoffs turned out, the votes could have been changed. Dylan might have gotten the vote since he was able to take a lesser team and actually make the Super Bowl. But the man went undefeated, 16-0. We got to give a love to credit for best player.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Crit.
Yeah, man.
You gotta get Chris
Chris out.
love. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, we gotta ask our Teckmo historian Dylan, how many teams have actually gone undefeated in our league? I mean, it has only been Dylan and Chris. I don't think anyone else has ever gone undefeated, have they? Or Isaac? Did Isaac go undefeated one year?
Rob to
No.
join us.
No.
Excuse me, Jared. Excuse me, sir.
Oh yeah,
You're looking
Daryl,
at me, man. I did it twice last season.
Oh!
In 13. I did it twice in 13.
I feel like Mike might have done it once too, if I ain't mistaken.
Please
I
don't
think
hurt
Mike may have done it once.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Mike did it once, but
So it's not as rare.
So I
as
think maybe
initially thought.
Dill. I know Dill, Isaac, Chris, me, and maybe Mike.
That makes sense. Well, I mean, hey man, all you guys are elite players in my book, though. You know what I'm saying? Love.
I mean, I could dream. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I like to dream. Yeah, but we'll see. But no, that's a pretty cool stat. I mean, he's only won this season to do it, so Donzel came close. I thought Donzel was gonna be the man too, but you know he kind of fell short there. I mean, hey, to Daryl's team, you know, so Daryl took care of business at the end of the season, so.
Thank you.
So,
Appreciate that.
Jen wants to know how many teams have ever beat Dylan and Chris in the same season.
Goose egg.
Sure.
I mean, you would have had to have played. You would have had to been in his division playing against that division.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to just randomly been playing those two divisions, or either have met one of them in the Super Bowl, like Jen is gonna do.
Right.
So I guess it's possible.
Did Jen play Daryl this season?
Daryl?
No, he didn't play me.
Oh, okay.
No, he ain't come to South Beach.
So I mean, closing out the awards was kind of a bad award to close it out on. Is the worst player, but we're just gonna put it as the player that we need to see some more from. And pretty much in a landslide, my man Maurice, he definitely had a really good team, and they definitely underperformed with those Packers. So I mean, I know you got a really tough division, so who knows? But we definitely need to see more from Maurice in the upcoming years with that team.
Maurice, I'm very disappointed in you. Have you taken my Packers and just made them a laughing stock?
You understand? You ain't got nothing to be ashamed of, Brett. You know what I'm saying? Keep on grinding.
You're in a tough division. You were in a tough division. Two of the best players in the league you're in, and then you have Paul, who's difficult to play because of his playing style. It's going to be a struggle, but you have a good team. That's a base. Play your game. You're going to be able to pull some tough ones out. And even if you lose in the against your division, you can still get some wins outside. So keep pushing, bro. You got it.
Yeah, man.
No doubt.
Yeah, keep your head up, Marcus. And I'll take some of the shots off your hands, and you can trade me
Look at the
A-Rod.
man's name all up. They called him Marcus.
Oh no, he lost his name.
What's his name?
Oh no,
Maurice.
He said Maurice lost his first name, man.
Maurice. My fault, Maurice.
Daryl over there drinking that nephew.
Oh, Daryl got some of that nephew. That's why he leaning. I mean, we see Daryl leaning. We didn't know why he was leaning though. All right, guys. Let's talk about the Super Bowl before we get out of here. We have Jen. The Seahawks had an awesome game against Chris. I mean, I admit I didn't think it was possible. Chris seemed unbeatable to me this season. I had him going all the way. Jen came through. It was such a low-scoring game. I mean, Chris, he only had 3 points, right? I believe. That it was just incredible how he came through, and in overtime just took the win like that. And against Dylan, and honestly, I'm glad. I am happy that we don't have a Chris versus Dylan Super Bowl. We see that all the time. That was practically every season last year in Madden. We finally got some variety in here. I'm excited to see it. I'm gonna still have to go with Dylan, and I'm sorry, Jen. I mean, hell, the Redskins. I know you're a Skins fan, but I mean, Dylan has that history, and I know how Dylan plays in big games, and he doesn't tend to be to let everyone down when it comes to that.
Well, I think if Jen's defense, pays off Madden, pays the Madden gods, I think that he could give Dylan a run for his money. But since this is Jen's first time in the Super Bowl, I gotta root for him, man. I hope he does get his first ring. And Dylan, I know, you've been there before. so you know what to do. But gotta give, gotta run with the first timer here. So Jen, go for it, buddy.
And I gotta agree with Stu, man. You know what I'm saying? I got love for Seattle, dog. You know what I'm saying? We was there at one point. You know what I'm saying? You did your thing. Hold it down for us in the Super Bowl, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be there with you rooting. You know what I'm saying? Stay strong, brother.
Yo, I mean, this joint is kind of hard because I mean Dylan has a pedigree. He's got the rings, but I mean I didn't think he was gonna even get close to the Super Bowl this year. I don't think his team is talented at all. Like I think they got a long ways to go. So definitely on paper the Seahawks would sweep the joint easily, but because it's Dylan, I'll definitely give him a shot. I think it'll be close, but I think that Marshawn, Dylan hasn't had a very good time stopping the run this year. So I think with Marshawn doing what he's been doing this year, especially in the postseason, and the fact that Jen held Chris to 3 points in what he scored 3 points the whole game before overtime.
Nah, he scored a touchdown, I think.
Okay, so he scored. That's right. Yeah, he scored 10 because that last touchdown
Yeah,
tied
you're
it
right.
up
It
in
was
the
10.
OT.
You're right.
Yeah, so but still, he shut down that offense. And Chris' offense is crazy high powered. So I'm gonna give a nod to Dylan. To Jen. I'm gonna say 28-24 Seahawks.
Wow, somebody's a Seahawks fan over there. Somebody's definitely a Seahawks fan in Daryl's household.
Anybody a Seahawks fan over here?
Oh man,
Not the Teckmo Seahawks.
Oh, not the Teckmo.
Shout out to my man Jen.
Oh man,
shout out to Jen for making it to the Super Bowl.
Hey, this just in.
And,
Jen said I could walk off.
I hope he wins.
Oh really?
Yes.
That's fine. I mean, Jen, can I at least get box seats then? I'm a Jones. I'm a Redskins fan. All right, well, I guess we'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it.
My bad, Daryl. Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead. You got it.
No, I was just saying that I hope Jen wins, and I think it's going to be really excited for him to win, and it's something that he won't ever forget, and he will remember, saying forever. So I hope that he wins, but I think Dylan's gonna give him a good challenge, and I agree with Matt. It's gonna be really close, but I'm not gonna give him 28 points. It's gonna be 20-17, Jen.
Ooh. Dylan only scoring 17 points.
Yeah,
that's gonna be.
But
tough.
he did shut down the Vikings, so it could happen.
He did, but Dylan, but Chris plays a lot safer than Dylan does. Dylan tends to open up the offense a lot earlier and a lot more often than Chris does. I mean, I don't know. I mean, who knows? I mean, that defense is incredible.
Right.
Honestly, I got Dylan winning 28-24.
I'm around the same
score as me. You just got it flipped.
Yeah, I'm around the same area. I see a lot of defensive touchdowns.
I'm gonna say 26-21. That's the score.
Dude, are you in the sauna right now?
26.
Stop, man. Right. Where you get that from, man?
I'm seeing all air molecules on the camera over there. I'm not sure what's going on. Slight moisture is on the camera.
Everybody's hater. Everybody's a hater.
I'm sorry. I'm
definitely getting ready to tune in, sir. I'm looking forward to this game. I wish I could have participated, but I plan to be there next year. But this year I'm definitely looking forward to this joint, and I'm ready to.
Rob said 42.
See what happens. 42-24.
Oh, wow. 42-20. I mean, he just totally disrespecting Jen like that.
Oh,
Justin said 35.
Yeah. All day.
35-28.
I mean,
but I'm there for you, dog. Hold it down, bro.
I think Justin's prediction is pretty decent. 35-28 seems like a pretty good one, especially if Dylan starts to put those points up in the fourth quarter. It's going to be tough to see, man. It's going to be a good game. I'm definitely going to be tuning in. I'm excited about it. Man. It's going to be a good game. I think we are running out of time, guys. We want to get the Super Bowl out the way. I don't want to have them playing way too late. But Hey,
Sure.
we
Y'all
had
wanna take a
10
few
viewers
questions?
today. Yeah, we've been taking them as they come along, as they've been coming in. But we had up to 10 viewers. People been watching, interacting with us. We love the fact that everyone is supportive of what we do here. You know, taking the time out, and it's interesting and it's fun for us, and we know that you guys enjoy it as well. And we're going to try this again. I mean, what do you guys think about this live format?
Awesome.
It's
Hey,
pretty
That was
cool.
dope.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. There's
Hey,
no
hey,
I love
real
it.
quick, y'all don't forget to re-sign your players after the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna advance it till tomorrow, probably tomorrow around 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. But just make sure you get in there. Any players you haven't re-signed, go ahead and put them numbers in so you don't lose your players.
Will do.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
And I see Rob throwing shade in the chat. I won't even repeat what he just said, but come see me,
all
Rob.
good.
Come see me. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. We really appreciate you guys. We will see you guys after the Super Bowl. We'll announce when our next show is going to be. We'll probably have a few more guests because they were trying to get things sped along. But we will let you guys know.
No doubt.
All right.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
All right,
We'll see
Jen.
y'all
Hey, Jen,
later.
if you win, you definitely on the next one, dog.
Definitely.
Let's get ready for the Super Bowl.
I got some liquor for you, Jen.
That nephew.
All right, fellas.
All right, guys.
Later.